te haya pasado en la vida, pero tiene otro significado para conectarse.
Sampai menangis ya bule tuh.
Cuando
Menangis terseduh menyimak lantunan sholawat Jibril. Sholawat Jibril, guys.
Before I moved and lived in Indonesia, I was a little bit intimidated. I always thought Indonesia was Bali. I never knew anything more than this, right? I was stupid, ignorant, traveling Westerner. And I've been here a couple of years now, and I have to say, my perception has been completely shattered. I was almost scared in the beginning to bring my mum here, my family. I thought, oh, it's a bit intimidating, a bit this, a bit that.
And since you found Islam, is it any different than what you thought, or how has it been?
Okay, do you know about Indonesia?
I don't know anything about this country, but I heard something about it. I think they are Muslims as us.
Aku datang ya buat beli baju Ramadan, tapi ternyata beli daster supaya jadi 100% orang Indonesia.
Daster.
Ya.
Assalamualaikum dan salam persaudaraan. Oke guys, tak sangka Muslim Indonesia bikin bule sadar, hati bergetar sampai menangis. Apa di sebalik video ini? Yuk kita semak guys.
Hai, selamat datang kembali di channel Foxdale. Kadang sesuatu yang bagi orang tempatan itu biasa, justru jadi momen yang mengubah hidup bagi orang luar. Di Indonesia, ada satu pemandangan yang sering dianggap biasa. Orang ramai berhenti, berdiri, lalu bersujud bersama. Tapi bagi seorang bule yang baru pertama kali melihatnya, itu bukan sekadar ibadah. Itu adalah pengalaman yang mengguncang hati. Dari lantunan Al-Quran, dari gerakan sholat yang serentak, sampai ke kejujuran dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. Semuanya seolah berbicara tanpa kata. Dan yang lebih mengejutkan, banyak dari mereka yang datang hanya untuk melihat, tapi pulang dengan hati yang berubah.
Before I moved and lived in Indonesia, I was a little bit intimidated. I always thought Indonesia was Bali. I never knew anything more than this, right? I was stupid, ignorant, traveling Westerner. And I've been here a couple of years now, and I have to say, my perception has been completely shattered. I was almost scared in the beginning to bring my mum here, my family. I thought, oh, it's a bit intimidating, a bit this, a bit that. Specifically because of religion, right? Islam in the West is viewed very negatively because in England we have a lot of bad press and a lot of extremist white Westerners, and I will say a lot of extremist Islam people on social media and all the rest, and it just gives a negative light to Westerners and Islam in general, and it skewers people's views. I'm a revert now. I am Muslim, and I still celebrate Christmas. I celebrate
Menjadi
Christmas
Muslim, guys. Aku merayakan dalam arti yang selalu dimiliki ke dalam hidupku. Tapi dia sudah pergi, selepas mungkin pergi Indonesia, dia sudah menjadi Muslim ya.
I always have. In my life, in my childhood, I'm 34 now, getting old. Christmas has been about pretty much a couple of things, and that's family, kindness, and giving. And this is something culturally that is always going to be in my heart, a bit like Eid. And this is a message I want to give to Westerners is if you come to Indonesia, the biggest Muslim majority population on the planet, you cannot walk 5 feet without seeing something Christmassy. Every year I have people wishing me a Merry Christmas thinking I'm still Christian, right? And trees are everywhere and there's Christmas music and people are just happier. And I think that boils down to the fact that Indonesians as a people just want any excuse they can to celebrate and to be kind and to give and have this kind of community, this excuse, this reason, any reason. They love it. I adore Indonesia. I adore the fact that even though it is pretty much like 300 million Muslims with tiny minority of other religions, things like this, is still participating and welcoming and celebrating and acknowledging that not everybody is the same. It's pretty remarkable and it's mind-blowing, and I wish that England would take a few pages out of Indonesia's book and just come together and accept that people are different, right? But you can still appreciate and feel joy on their behalf. I think that's what it is, right? You feel joy on someone else's behalf just because somebody believes differently than you or celebrates something different. It means something to them. So you say, good, I'm happy that you're happy. I don't know, things are very complicated in the West and it upsets me very much, and life feels much simpler here in the political sense, despite the political controversies that happen here, but in a religious sense, I suppose.
I'm here in Jakarta, Indonesia, and this is the biggest mosque in Indonesia.
Oke, ini
And that's the church.
Masjid Istiqlal tadi.
Yeah, okay, so I've spent 7 years working in Indonesia, alhamdulillah. Over that
7
time,
tahun
obviously
bekerja di
Indonesia is the
Indonesia.
greatest proportion of Muslims around the world. In that time, I met some very nice people. There was one overriding common trait, and that was the religion of Islam. So I explored some more and found a lot of familiarity and similarities with my own beliefs and my own followings. So I declared my Shahada in April 2025.
What was
Wow,
your
ini
belief
pun
and background?
masuk
You know,
Islamnya juga.
where you from? Prior to
Yeah.
Indonesia.
So I'm from the UK. I'm a former soldier.
Dari UK,
I spent a lot of
mantan
time around the
tentara.
world. I have family still in the UK. And I've done a lot of travelling. I spent a lot of time in the Middle East and across Southeast Asia.
Was you ever deployed to the Middle East, Afghanistan or
No, I wasn't.
Iraq or any of them?
No, that's before my,
Yang
after my
tak pernah
time.
dia di Indonesia.
After, yeah. So you look pretty young, yeah. Cool,
Very
fantastic.
lucky.
And since you found Islam, is it any different than what you thought, or how has it been?
So I understood a fair amount of about Islam after working in the Middle East and in Indonesia, speaking to my colleagues and friends. So I found I'm able to focus much more and remain more calm. I find in difficult times where I'm receiving my tests and living my life, I find that when I turn to prayer, I find myself more passive, more calm within myself, and able to approach certainly other people a little bit better.
MashaAllah. May Allah bless you. Thank you very much for sharing your story.
Mashallah,
Anything else
bless.
you'd like to add or anything?
No, that's it. That's all I have. Thank you.
Any
very
advice for the Muslims?
Any advice for the Muslims?
Yeah.
Just follow your way. Just follow the way of God and believe that you have a path. And let's all meet again in the future.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Apa yang membuat mereka benar-benar terkejut adalah bagaimana Islam bisa berkembang begitu besar di Indonesia. Bukan melalui peperangan, bukan melalui paksaan, tetapi melalui kejujuran. Para pedagang Muslim pada masa lalu tidak hanya menjual barang, mereka menjual kepercayaan. Jika barang mereka tidak sebaik milik orang lain, mereka akan jujur mengatakannya. Jangan beli dari saya, beli dari saudara saya di sana. Bayangkan, dalam dunia yang penuh persaingan, mereka justru mengutamakan kejujuran. Dan dari situlah kepercayaan itu lahir. Orang-orang melihat akhlak mereka, lalu tertarik kepada agama yang mereka bawa. Tanpa disadari, dakwah itu berjalan dengan cara yang sangat sederhana, tapi justru paling menyentuh.
Ali has just gotten out of the truck to go and pray. I find this fascinating. We are in the middle of fucking nowhere, and these guys are like, "Oh, 5 o'clock. Got to jump out of the fucking warm truck into the cold mountain, get my prayer mat, and pray to Allah for like 7 minutes." And they do this 3 times a day. They get out of their truck 3 times a day to pray, and it's inspiring. I'm not a religious man, but it's inspiring and it's impressive how much faith, how strong their faith is, how devout they are, how connected to God they are, and you can see it in every aspect of their life. It's beautiful.
Indonesia menurut orang Iran part 3.
Can you tell me what's your name?
My name is Araman. I'm from Iran.
And?
My name is Daria and I'm from Iran too.
Okay, do you know about Indonesia?
I don't know anything about this country, but I heard something about it.
Orang Iran ya.
I think they are Muslims as us, and I saw some, videos on YouTube about some foods about this country, and that was amazing. I love to know more about this.
What about you? What do you know about Indonesia?
It's the same for me also. I really don't know it a lot, but I really want to travel there once to see, and I think it's going to be a very nice experience if I travel there.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Tell me your name and where you're from.
Mehdi from Spain.
Okay, and do you know
Ini
Indonesia?
daripada Spanyol.
Indonesia? We call it Indonesia in Iran. But I don't have any more information. I guess a lot of you are Muslims, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have any more information.
Okay. Do you know where Indonesia is?
No.
You don't know. You know Malaysia?
Malaysia, no.
Singapore?
Singapore, I heard of this.
Yeah. So Indonesia is near Singapore.
In which continent?
Asia, Southeast Asia. Okay.
I'm bad at geography, as you know.
Then you know Indonesia now.
Yeah, I know Indonesia.
Okay. Merci.
You're welcome.
Merayakan bulan suci Ramadan di Indonesia.
Di sini sangat seru karena di sini jualan banyak-banyak baju, terlihat
Oh,
ada
ini
jualan
tahu
banyak-banyak makanan.
berbahasa Indonesia.
Beli makanan dulu, habis itu aku mau explore tempat ini dan beli baju Ramadan. Boleh satu udang dan ya udang ya. Dan sama ini udah masak.
Ya, tapi dibakar lagi.
Oh, dibakar lagi. Boleh satu sosis juga.
Ya, boleh.
Lagi bakar saudara udang. Enak banget ini.
Mantap.
Pedas. Pedas pakai. Ini enak. Tidak pedas. Fish cake gosong.
Ini fish cake kan?
Wah, ini enak. Kenapa hijau ya?
Lihat, aku lagi di Al-Quran Al-Akbar. Palembang Masjid. Cantik
Di
banget.
Palembang Masjid.
Nomor 1 ya.
Indonesia
Oke,
banyak
makasih.
masjid yang
Kita harus beli tiket
cantik-cantiknya.
Kita ke atas. Yes. Naik tangga. Semua orang di sini ramah. Ya. Ramai. Ya. Pakai hijab.
Pakai hijab.
Cantik sekali. Aku suka pakai hijab. Guys, lihat. Wow. Cantik banget. Wow. Ayo guys, kita ke sini. Masya Allah.
Cantik juga tempat masjid ini.
Wow.
Di Palembang ya, Palembang.
10 dari 10. Itu
Nah,
terlalu
10/10 terlalu cantik.
covered to describe it. So beautiful.
Bule tinggi besar bertato ini menangis terseduh menyimak lantunan sholawat Jibril dari Putri Aryani. Wow, Masya Allah. Betul-betul dia menghayati ini kan.
Cuánto haya pasado en la vida, pero tiene otro significado para conectarse cuando se le ha fallecido un hijo a uno. No sé si mi esposa debería escuchar esta canción.
Do you know this country called Indonesia? You'll know it, right? How did Islam go to Indonesia?
First, he stand. The second, he raise up his hand line with the ears. We recite Allahu Akbar.
Oh, ini diajar sholat tak?
Masya Allah. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Not the path of those who have earned your anger, not the path of those who go astray. So, this is a new one. This is for you, brother, for me.
Thank you. I was really looking forward to... I mean, I knew I wanted to read the Quran, but was waiting the right person. And you are the right person.
Thank you so much.
Oke guys, yang pada akhirnya orang-orang bule ini, terutama daripada barat, yang selalu di dalam persepsi mereka sebelum datang ke Indonesia itu, mereka takut, mereka khawatir bila datang ke Indonesia. Mereka juga karena Indonesia ini satu negara Muslim yang paling terbesar di dunia, dan dia mengatakan bahwa di negara-negara di Inggris itu mereka sangat untuk menyebut nama Islam itu, mereka seakan-akan Islam ini ganas, Islam ini sesuatu yang menjengkelkan, tetapi sesuatu yang jauh berubah dan lebih sederhana. Cara manusia memperlakukan manusia, mereka dapat di Indonesia. Ya, itu yang pertama kali mereka sampai ke Indonesia, pasti mereka akan dapat layanan daripada masyarakat Indonesia itu, kemesraannya itu gimana, kan? Bila mereka melihat Muslim di Indonesia itu, semua yang persepsi selama ini mereka fikirkan di benak pikiran mereka itu runtuh secara perlahan-lahan. Yang mereka melihat orang-orang di Indonesia ini suka senyum, kemudian memberi tanpa meminta balasan, sangat baik, dan mereka disambut itu seolah-olah mereka ini adalah keluarga, bahagian daripada masyarakat di Indonesia. Disitulah hati mereka itu mula bergetar apabila layanan yang mereka terima itu seolah-olah mereka ini adalah sebahagian daripada masyarakat Indonesia. Karena itu untuk pertama kalinya mereka tidak hanya melihat masyarakat itu, tapi mereka melihat bahwa Indonesia satu negara Muslim mayoritas yang terbesar. Mereka merasakan Islam itu dekat dalam hati mereka. Dan Indonesia sebenarnya tidak hanya mengajarkan tentang Islam semata-mata, tetapi menunjukkan bagaimana Islam itu hidup dalam diri setiap hati manusia, terutamanya bule-bule yang datang pertama kali ke Indonesia ini. Dan mungkin itulah akhirnya yang membuat dunia mulai sadar bahwa kebaikan yang tulus selalu punya cara untuk menyentuh siapa saja tanpa perlu dipaksa sebenarnya. Jadi kalau kita melihat tadi beberapa bule yang datang ke Indonesia ini ada yang mengucap 2 kalimat syahadah, berpindah agama ke agama yang mereka rasa mereka reda dan mereka ingin rela ke agama itu tanpa dipaksa sebenarnya. Nah, itulah bentuk kemanusiaan yang menyentuh hati apabila datang ke Indonesia. Mungkin di negara mereka rasakan tidak senyaman, tidak terlalu aman kayak yang ada di Indonesia. Sebab itu ada yang tinggal di Indonesia begitu betah ya, lama tinggal di Indonesia sampai menetap di Indonesia, berkawin dengan orang Indonesia. Jadi saya sendiri mengalami pengalaman datang ke Indonesia itu disambut seperti keluarga sendiri guys. Memang itulah orang Indonesia itu. Oke, mungkin sampai di sini saja video pada kali ini. Jika kalian punya pandangan pendapat sendiri, kalian boleh komentar di ruang kolom 2. Sampai kita jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.